You ever feel like the more you talk, the worse things get? Like you try to explain yourself, try to make people understand you, try to show them what you really mean, but somehow it just turns into more confusion. And after everything, you sit alone and think, why did I even say all that? Yeah, most people go through this. There was a time when I used to talk a lot too, not because I wanted attention, but because I wanted understanding. I wanted people to see my side. I wanted them to agree with me. I wanted them to believe me. So I would explain everything, every small detail, every thought, every plan, every feeling. If I had an idea, I would tell people. If I had a goal, I would speak about it. If someone doubted me, I would try to convince them. I thought this was normal. I thought this is how life works. You speak, people understand you, and everything becomes clear. But slowly, I started noticing something strange. The more I talked, the less people respected what I said. The more I explained, the more they questioned me. And the more I tried to prove myself, the smaller I felt inside. At first, I didn't understand it. I thought maybe I am not speaking well enough. Maybe I need better words. Maybe I need to explain in a different way. So I tried more. I talked more. I defended myself more, but nothing changed. Instead, something worse happened. People started expecting me to always explain myself. They started questioning everything I did. And some people, they just listened to reply, not to understand. That's when I felt tired, really tired, not physically, but mentally, because I realized something painful. Talking too much doesn't always bring understanding. Sometimes it brings noise, and noise destroys focus. One day, I met someone at work who was very quiet. He didn't talk much. He didn't explain his every move. He didn't try to impress anyone. He just did his work. At first, people ignored him. Some even thought he was not serious. Some thought he didn't care. But time passed, and something changed. While others were busy talking, arguing, explaining, he was just working. Slowly, his work started speaking for him. The same people who ignored him started asking him for help. The same people who doubted him started respecting him. And the strange part? He never changed his behavior. He just stayed quiet. That made me think deeply. Why does silence feel so powerful? Why does someone who says less often seem stronger than someone who says more? I didn't get the answer immediately. It took time, but slowly I started understanding. When you talk too much, you lose control of your energy. Every explanation takes something from you. Every argument drains you. Every justification pulls you away from your real life. And the worst part is, most of it is unnecessary. Not everyone deserves your explanation. Not everyone deserves your story. Not everyone is even trying to understand you. Some people just want to judge you quickly and move on, and here you are, giving them your energy for free. I remember another moment from my life. I once had a dream I was really excited about. I wanted to start something new. I was full of motivation. I felt like I finally found my direction. And like many people do, I started telling others. At first, their reactions felt okay. Some smiled. Some said, "Good luck." Some seemed interested. But then slowly, their real opinions started coming out. "You sure you can do this? This is not easy. People fail in this. Maybe you should think again." And just like that, my excitement started fading. Before even starting properly, I was already doubting myself. That's when I learned something important. Not every dream should be spoken about early. Not every plan needs an audience. Not every idea needs approval. Some things grow better in silence because silence protects your energy. It protects your belief. It protects your focus. And focus is everything. Another time, I saw a friend go through something similar. He was always explaining himself to people. Always defending his choices, always trying to prove he was right. And honestly, he was a good person. But he was always exhausted. One day I asked him, "Why do you always explain yourself so much?" He said something simple. "If I don't explain, people will misunderstand me." But here's the truth he didn't see. Even after all the explaining, people still misunderstood him. Because people understand what they want to understand, not what you try to force them to understand. That realization hurts, but it's true. You cannot control how people see you. You can only control how much energy you waste trying to change their view. There was another moment that stayed with me. I saw a girl who used to be very social. She would talk to everyone, share everything, always trying to be liked. But over time, she became stressed. Because she was always reacting, always explaining, always involved in unnecessary conversations. Then one day, she changed. She became quieter, not rude, not angry, just calm. She stopped reacting to everything. She stopped explaining every little thing. She stopped trying to be understood by everyone. At first, people noticed. They said she changed. They said she became distant. But she didn't care. She stayed focused on her own life. And something interesting happened. People started respecting her more. Her words became rare. And because they were rare, they became valuable. That's something most people don't understand. When you speak less, your words gain weight. When you explain less, your presence becomes stronger. When you react less, your peace becomes deeper. But staying silent doesn't mean you are weak. It means you are learning control. Control over your emotions, control over your reactions, control over your energy. Because not everything deserves a response. Not every comment deserves attention. Not every situation deserves your voice. Some things are better ignored. Some things are better left unanswered. And some people are better left without explanation. I remember a time when I had an argument with someone close to me. It was small at first, just a misunderstanding. But I kept trying to explain myself. The more I explained, the bigger it got. The more I spoke, the worse it became. Until finally, I stopped talking. I just stayed quiet. And something strange happened. The argument slowly lost its power. There was nothing left to feed it. Silence ended what words were making worse. That day I realized sometimes silence is not weakness. It is wisdom. Because words can heal, but words can also destroy. And not every situation needs more words. Some situations just need calm. There is also something deeper here that most people never see. When you are always talking, you are living outside yourself. You are focused on people's reactions, on their opinions, on their responses. But when you become silent, you come back to yourself. You start noticing your own thoughts, your own goals, your own direction, and that is where real growth begins. Not in talking, but in doing, not in explaining, but in building, not in convincing others, but in improving yourself. At some point, you realize something very powerful. The people who matter will understand you without long explanations. And the people who don't will never understand you no matter how much you talk. So why waste your energy? Why keep proving yourself to people who are not even watching your journey properly? Life becomes lighter when you stop carrying unnecessary conversations. It becomes calmer when you stop reacting to everything. It becomes stronger when you focus on your own path. I am not saying you should never speak. Speak when it matters. Speak when it brings value. Speak when it changes something real. But don't speak just to fill silence. Don't speak just to be understood by everyone. Don't speak just to defend your existence. You don't need that, because your life is not built in conversations. It is built in quiet moments, in discipline, in effort, in consistency, and in patience. And slowly, if you stay on this path, something changes. You stop feeling the need to explain yourself. You stop reacting to small things. You stop caring about unnecessary opinions, and you start feeling something rare: peace. Not the kind of peace that comes from outside, but the kind that stays inside you even when everything around you is loud. That is real strength, not loud words, not constant explanations, but quiet control, quiet focus, quiet confidence. And one day you will look back and realize you didn't need to prove anything to anyone. You just needed to stay consistent, stay focused, and stay silent long enough for your life to speak for you.